Chairman, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is 5 p.m. and time to start the meeting. I welcome all of you to this 41st annual general meeting. This meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the SEBI listing regulations. The company has ensured that members have been provided adequate facility to watch, participate in the AGM, and also to vote on the resolution. The company secretary has informed me that we have sufficient members participating in this meeting. I therefore confirm the quorum and declare the meeting open. I request Dinesh Kalani to read out the arrangement of the meeting related information. Dinesh.
Good evening, dear members. I would like to draw the attention of the members to a few important points. First, the joining to the meeting has been open 30 minutes before the scheduled time of the commencement of the meeting. Second, members are encouraged to join the meeting through their laptops with their headphones on for a better experience and use the internet at a good speed to avoid any disturbance during the meeting. Participants connecting from the mobile device or tablets or through laptops connecting via mobile hotspots may experience an audio-video loss due to fluctuation in their respective networks. It is therefore recommended to use stable Wi-Fi or LAN connection to mitigate any aforesaid glitches. As mentioned in the notice, the facility of participation in the AGM through audio-visual means has been made available for up to 1,000 members on a first-come, first-served basis, except for promoters, institutional investors, KMPs, the chairperson of the Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and Stakeholder Relationship Committee, as well as the auditors who will be allowed to attend the AGM without any restrictions. Pursuant to the MCF circular dated 8th April 2020 issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the facility to appoint a proxy to attend and cast vote for the members is not available for this AGM. However, the body corporates are entitled to appoint authorized representatives to attend the AGM through video and other audio-visual means and participate and cast their votes through e-voting. The registered office of the company is situated at Ahmedabad, shall be deemed as the venue for this meeting, and the proceedings of the AGM shall be deemed to be made thereat while transacting the business as mentioned in the notice. We have received a request from Mr. Gautam Tiwari, a member, for registration as a speaker at this AGM. He has been provided a specific link to log into the meeting, and we shall be allowing him to speak once the chairman directs the same. The company has also provided an option to the members to raise questions and queries through chat box during the AGM. All members joining the AGM will by default be placed on the mute mode, and during the question and answer session, on the announcement of the name by the company secretary chairman, the speaker member will be put on the unmute mode. In accordance with the requirements of the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, the secretarial standards and the SEBI listing regulations, the facility to vote on the business items to be transacted at this AGM by electronic means was already provided through remote voting from 9 a.m. IST on September 17, 2023 till 5 p.m. IST on September 2023. Remote voting facility was blocked at 5 p.m. IST on September 20th, 2023. Members who have not yet cast their votes electronically and are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to cast their votes during the meeting through the e-voting system provided by NSDL. The e-voting system will also be available for 15 minutes more immediately after the agenda items have been transacted. Members can click on the vote tab on the video conference screen to avail this feature. All of you are requested to send in advance your queries about the resolutions provided in the AGM notice and other matters relating to the annual report. In this meeting, we will also be responding to the questions which may be received through chat box during this meeting. We are keen to hear your suggestions, inputs, and comments on the company's performance, but we request that you stick to the matters relating to the AGM notice, annual report, and accounts. Any queries on the company or its operations that remain unanswered in the meeting today, for any reason, will be responded in due course. We trust that you have already received the annual report and the notice of the AGM containing the resolutions to be voted on. The register of directors, key managerial personnel, and their shareholding and register of contracts that are required to be kept open at this meeting are available for inspection electronically, together with all other documents referred to in the notice. You may send an email request to the email ID provided in the notice, and the company secretary will organize an electronic inspection of those registers. With this, now I hand over to Chairman to conduct the proceedings. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dinesh. Let me introduce myself. I am Ashar Desai, Chairman of the company, and I will be chairing this meeting today. I am also a member of Audit Committee and CSR Committee and the chairman of the Stakeholder Relations Committee and Risk Management and Governance Committee of the company. I am attending this meeting from Mumbai. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the company, it is my privilege to welcome you all the 41st AGM of MASTEK Ltd. Conducted through video conferencing. To begin with, I hope all of you and your families are well and safe, and I look forward to your cooperation as we proceed with the meeting today. I would first like to introduce my colleagues on the board who are appearing on the screen. I would request each of them to acknowledge when I introduce them. So first, I would like to introduce Mr. Rajiv Kumar Grover from Gurugram. He is also chairman of Audit Committee and a member of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, CSR Committee, and Risk Management and Governance Committee of the board. Rajiv? Rajiv, could you just acknowledge?
He did actually.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Uh, uh, Thank you, Rajiv. We also have Mr. Ketan Mehta from Dharampur, Gujarat. He is a non-executive, non-independent director and also a co-founder of MASTEK. As you know, we started the journey 41 years ago. He is also a member of Stakeholder Relations Committee and Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Ketan?
Hello.
Hi, Ketan. Thanks. Now I introduce Suresh Vaswani from Singapore. He is non-executive and independent director of the company. He is the chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee and member of Audit Committee and Stakeholder Committee. Suresh?
Namaste.
Thanks, Suresh. Moving on, now I'll introduce Umang Nata, based in Ahmedabad, non-executive, non-independent director. He is the nominee director of the new shareholders of the company. Umang?
Hello, everyone.
Thanks, Umang. Now I'll introduce our new director, Ms. Marilyn Jones from Texas in US. She is non-executive and independent director of the company. Marilyn?
Hello.
Thanks, Marilyn. I now introduce company's key officials, starting with Mr. Hiral Chandrana, based in Chicago today. He is a global chief executive officer of the company. Hiral?
Hello everyone, Namaste.
Thanks, Hiral. Now, Mr. Arun Agarwal, CFO of the company, based in Mumbai.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks, Arun. You have already heard Dinesh Kalani, Vice President and Group Company Secretary.
Hello.
I will now introduce Adi Setna, representative of auditor partner of Walker Telio Company, Secretary Auditors, and Mr. Prashant Mehta from P. Mehta and Associates, Secretarial Auditors, and senior executives of the company has also joined the meeting. Please note that all participants will remain muted unless requested to speak during the meeting. Now, let me highlight few other aspects of the meeting. I will like to short address to all of you about your company and its performance. As you know, MASTEK has been in existence for last 41 years. The time has passed so fast. I have been addressing and attending these meetings for last 41 years. Looks like a story. I would like to thank all of you who have been shareholders for many years and have been supporting us all through this journey. MASTEK has always committed to being a solutions company, delivering solutions with impact with customers in terms of making difference to them in terms of their business outcomes or direct impact on some of citizens, like what we did in London congestion charging for City of London, or what we did for healthcare for NHS many years ago in terms of building a large data warehouse of all the citizens, or as we speak now, doing work all over the world
on multiple large projects in government, in manufacturing, in healthcare, in retail, in all the continents almost. And we are now operating in the 40 different countries and have already around 5,500 people. Our goal is, of course, to be a US dollar 1 billion in the second half of this decade. We would also like to be top 3 in the growth among mid-cap IT services. We would like to benchmark for best places to work and customer delight. Now, all of this is a journey, and that journey does not happen without the foundations that we put in place. The foundations that we are laying are in multiple dimensions. Those are building organizations with multiple product and services lines. Good example of it is that we were not there in Oracle implementation cloud business. So we acquired process a few years ago. We realized that we could be also in digital marketing CRM area. So we acquired a company called MST last year, which is one of the highlights of our last year's performance. And we, as you know, in this financial year, coming financial year, we have acquired a company for data. So our digital services solution business is growing and intact for the last 41 years. But now we have complete armory of offerings to our customers, right? Starting from their customer facing business to CRM and digital marketing, to back office, to ERP, HCM, and in between building large platforms to serve the operations. So we are now a business which can offer to all our customers complete solutions in the US, which is already working well for us. You will be happy to know that your company today already have 500 customers servicing. 28 of them are Fortune 500 companies. The journey that we are on is also about building organization internally, and we have hired very senior people. We have built what is called the service lines. We have built the delivery organizations, integrating multiple companies that we hired. I won't get into the details of names, but we have very capable people working with us as I speak. So that is the second platform. The third platform is, of course, partnerships. Today's world, you cannot do everything yourself. You need to build partnerships with large vendors, small vendors, and entrepreneurs. I am happy to tell you, as we speak, we have partnerships with many companies who are offering platforms like Azure or AWS or Salesforce or Oracle, of course, is the largest partner that we have. And some of those, and ServiceNow and many others, some of them, of course, will help us to grow fast. So that is our third piece of growth. The fourth piece of growth, of course, something that we feel is required for tomorrow's world is ESG platform. It is about working on governance aspects of the company, it is working on the social side of the company, it is working on the energy conservation side of the company. Quite a bit of it is actually talked about in the annual report that I have, and I would not like to get into the details of it. So the point I'm making is, please go through our annual report. I have my messages there. I will end up by saying only one thing, that your company is committed to 3 pillars to make successful an admired company. And we have won many awards along that line. One of them is trust. We believe in delivering trust to our employees and our customers so they can rely on us for good service, rely on us and trust us. We deliver value. That is our second approach, which is about delivering value, and we have a value-based platform to make it happen. And the third one is velocity. In today's world, everything is moving fast. You all know about artificial intelligence, chat GPT. They are already here with our platforms and our IPs to service customers so that we can deliver them service very fast. So we are all here with our pillars of success, as I said, the product services functions, the partners, the internal organization, EAP, and also the approach of trust, values, and diversity. So your company is in safe hand. It has done extremely well. I will not get into the details of the annual performance. I would now like to invite our CEO, Hiral Chandrana, Global Chief Executive Officer, to provide further details about what exactly is happening in company. Hiral?
Thank you, Ashank, and good day again. Hope you and your families are doing well. Ashank has covered all the different building blocks that we have put together as MASTEK, particularly in the last couple of years. So what I'll do is cover three topics very quickly. One is just a refresh of our progress in the last few months. Second is an update on generative AI. And third is how your company is positioned and really to deliver a strong future growth, but also to decomplex innovation to build a sustainable future. As you know, the industry forecast and outlook has been muted in the last few months, but we are seeing customers continue to digitize their operations and processes. We continue to see customers moving to the cloud and are very optimistic about the future. Many of the customers are now combining those initiatives with how do they get the most ROI and the most value out of the investments that they have made in digital and cloud. MASTEK has performed well in the last few quarters, has had steady and strong growth, and we continue to see good momentum going forward. I was last week in the annual Salesforce conference, met a lot of customers. As Ashank mentioned, we acquired MST Solutions, which is now part of the MASTEK family as our Salesforce business. It's great to see the value that we're delivering for our clients across various industries: healthcare, public sector, manufacturing, even financial services. Earlier this week, I was actually at Oracle Cloud World. We just recently got recognized by one of the leading analyst firms, Everest, as the top 5 in Oracle Cloud Application Services. This is huge. The only other 4 companies that are there in that list is Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, and Infosys. And 40 global organizations competed for that 5th spot. So we're very proud to say that MASTEK, your company, is in that top 5 in the Oracle Cloud business. And again, just listening to our customers earlier this week, many of them are speaking on our behalf, or having fireside chats and sessions on our behalf. So it's great to see the value that we're delivering for our clients. Let's talk about AI. I know you've seen a lot of reports and a lot of discussions around it, but a couple of data points. There's roughly about 330 million of terabytes of data that is getting generated every day. And just to give some forecast from industry, roughly about 55 billion with a B, IoT devices will get interconnected by 2025. So just some data points to share the volume and the magnitude of data that's getting generated. So cloud storage of data is going to be critical. What kind of high quality data gets used for training? What kind of data gets used for improving the accuracy of large language models, which is a foundational element of generative AI. We're very excited about some of the partnerships that we have done in the space, as well as some of the organic build that we have done in specific customer cases and use cases around retail, manufacturing. Some of the work that we do in UK public sector with biometrics data matching, many of the areas that we are working on are huge opportunities. And we believe that this is a huge revolution and disruption that's happening in the industry. It will actually simplify a lot of work that gets delivered for our customers. And as MASTEK, as a mid-sized company, we see a great opportunity to decomplex our customers' innovation journey and help them to build a sustainable future. As far as looking forward, there's a lot of detail in the annual report, like Ashank mentioned. We are seeing good deal momentum. We've seen our pipeline grow. Our account mining strategy continues to improve. The portfolio that we have built in the last 18 months has now all the elements of front to back office, including CX, including data now with Biz Analytica acquisition that we made earlier this quarter. And customers are starting to see the value of how we can be a much bigger player. So instead of talking about 1 million accounts, 3 million accounts, we're talking about 5 million, 10 million accounts. We recently closed a 10 million plus deal in UK in the cabinet office. We've closed multiple 5 million deals this quarter in the US. Our Middle East business continues to look good. In fact, we're being more selective out there to take up a higher qualified business. And all in all, the future momentum is looking solid as we continue to stay close to our customers. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our MASTEKers, our employees globally, all our investors and shareholders for their support and trust, and our board for their continued guidance. Thank you. Ashank, back to you.
Thanks, Hilal. The notice of 41st AGM and the annual report has been with you for some time. With your permission, I take AGM notice as well. The statutory auditors report on standalone and consolidated accounts and report of secretarial auditors do not contain any qualification or adverse signals to comfort you. Therefore, these reports are not required to be read out as provided in the company. I am pleased to note that all members have made aware in advance about electronic remote voting as required by Companies Act 2013 and have been provided to all members the facility to cast their vote electronically in all resolutions. We accept with the notice. Members who have not yet cast their vote electronically and participate in the meeting, please, you will have an opportunity to cast their vote through the voting system provided by NSB. Members may please note that all the resolutions mentioned have already been put to vote by the voting method. Hence, there will not be any proposer or seconder requirement for voting by show of hands. So we now take up resolution as set forth in the notice. When the director is recommended for reappointment, a brief profile of such director is available in the notice. Please also refer to the extraordinary explanatory statement, for each of the special business agenda items of the notice. We will open the floor for any questions at the end of the meeting. So notices are briefly mentioned. One is item number 1 is about adoption of audited standalone and consolidated accounts, audited balance sheets, cash flow statements. Item number 2 is confirmation of payment of interim dividend of ₹7 per equity share and also declaration of final dividend of ₹12 per equity share for financial year 2020. Then reappointment of myself. I am of course retiring by rotation and I am interested in this agenda. Ashank Desai, that is. Special business item number 4, approval for payment of profit related commission to non-executive directors, and item 5 is approval for appointment of Mr. Umang Nahata as a new shareholders nominee director, non-executive, non-independent of the company. The text of all the above special business resolutions along with detailed explanatory statement that is already provided in the notes and circulated to all the members well in time in line with applicable resolutions. I now request Dinesh to open the floor and initiate Q&A session.
Dear members, before we go live with the question and answer session, here are some points you may keep it in mind. Kindly turn on your video when you are projected on the broadcast screen. Unmute yourself and proceed to ask the question. Please mention your name and the folio and the location from where you are joining. Now I request Speaker Mr. Gautam Tiwari to unmute himself and kindly proceed with the question.
Sir, you can listen me, sir?
Yes, we can listen.
And can you see me, sir?
Yes. Yeah, I think I can. You can. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm attending from my mobile only.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
A very, very special good morning to our very honorable chairman, sir Ashank Desai ji. Your introductory speech was very good. And thereafter, Mr. Arun Agarwal also has explained the working of the company and the position of the company in a very fine way. I was saying special good evening to our chairman, sir Ashank ji, Arun Agarwal ji, Hiral Chandarana ji, Dinesh Karani ji, and all other eminent and dignified board of directors, team MASTEK Limited, uh, and my respected fellow shareholders, myself Gautam Tiwari, and I am participating at this AGM from Mumbai. Dear sir, I would like to specially thank our CEO, CFO, and the entire management for giving outstanding performance year on year continuously and rewarding the shareholders very generously each and every year with dividend, stock split, bonus, etc. Dear sir, I thank for paying a generous dividend. This year also, it's I think around 240%, and for their best and ever CSR activities of our company. Also, I thank the management. Sir, our company has always worked in the interest of minority shareholders, and rather in the interest of all the shareholders, and always have taken lot of efforts and worked sincerely and very in a hard way and very honestly for unlocking and multiplying the wealth of shareholders by taking and implementing the wonderful and amazing decisions year after year, and not only taking the decisions but implementing them wisely, timely, carefully, intelligently, so as to earn the maximum profits of the company. And they have not kept it to themselves, but they have distributed it all to their shareholders, stakeholders, and investors, for which really I salute the management for all this. Dear sir, investor care, investor service of our Dinesh Kirani ji, who has been there with the company for almost 8 years, and assisted by our Mr. Kenny, who has joined recently, but it is wonderful and exceptionally outstanding because each and every query and issue of shareholders is answered, and all calls answered and issues resolved carefully and speedily by them, for which we are very much thankful to the management. Yes, sir, I have already given my queries. In fact, sir, you are doing so well that asking question to you is as good as showing the Deepak or Diya to the sun. Practically speaking, yes, sir. It so nicely, wonderfully you have been doing. I am myself an engineer myself, so I can understand the way you have been working so sincerely with all your expert panel of engineers and technicians and technocrats all the way and all the way. Sir, I would like to know, sir, how many customers or clients we have added globally during the year, and during the current year, how many we have added and how many are there in the pipeline to be added. Sir, I would also like to know if we have got any physically challenged employee in our company so far. Sir, I would like to know the strength of our employees with male to female ratios, total strength of our employees abroad and here. Sir, one very important thing is unclaimed dividend. This unclaimed dividend, how much and how many shares are we transferring to Government of India IEPF this time during the year, sir? And what is the current years FY 23-24 budget of our R&D and CSR activities, sir? As such, I have got the total trust, faith, and confidence in the management. There is absolutely zero doubt. I am a proud shareholder, and I am very happy being a shareholder of your company, sir. And therefore, my support and patronage shall always continue with the management throughout my lifetime and even after that. And dear sir,
Thanks, Gautam ji. We are proud of
we
shareholders
have
like you and
and we
mediators.
are sir, and as such, I support appointments and reappointments of all directors. In fact, all the decisions that you take are being taken wisely, intelligently, and giving all the points, all the thoughts to all the fields and directions, so as to be them very wonderfully implemented for the company's further growth and prospects. Therefore, I support always the appointments and appointments of all directions, all the things, and our support and patronage shall always continue for our life. As I said, sir, I wish each and every member of the management, and rather each and every member that who is connected with MASTEK, all workers, staff, executives, officers, technicians, technocrats, a very happy, safe, long, healthy, wealthy life along with a bright future under your super fine management. And also, I compliment and all the best wishes for all upcoming festivals like Navratri, Ganpati, Dasera, Diwali, and New Year, Christmas, all those in advance. Thank you.
Thanks, Gautamji. Hiral uh, and Arun will be able to answer all your questions. Hiral?
Dinesh, are we taking questions first, or do we go
Yeah,
into-
so there is no further speaker, and we have not received any question through chat also, so we can give the answers now.
Okay, sure. No, thank you, Mr. Gautam Tiwari. I think those are very warm words. Let me cover a couple of those responses, and then I will hand it to Arun on the last question that you asked. So we added 112 clients in FY23. That is the last fiscal year. And our overall strategy in terms of new client addition versus account mining has started to really kind of get balanced by design. This is like you said, it's part of our strategy. It's part of our approach for going deeper with our customers. We want to now have much more long-term partnerships and stickier relationships with our clients. And with the overall portfolio that we have, we're in a position to do that. So our preference is to actually go much deeper and mine our existing accounts, while of course continuously opening very selective new logos and new accounts as well. So that number was 112. As an approach, you will see that anywhere between 20 to 25 clients is what we are adding every quarter. And that's something that we will continue to do as we approach new customers and new markets and verticals. But again, I wanted to emphasize that as part of our account mining strategy, what we want to really focus on is to have more 10 million accounts, more even potentially some 25 million accounts that can really scale and create that massive impact for adding value and helping our customers build that future journey for themselves. We have 6, physically disabled employees that we've reported in the CSR section of the annual report. And our total employee strength is roughly about 5,700. 29% of that is women and gender diversity. And that's something that we continue to work on to ensure that we offer equality opportunities. In fact, MASTEK was recognized as one of the premier places by Economic Times for best places to work globally, but also best places to work for women. And we have this program called Reshine, which gets the women back after they've gone through the pregnancy and delivery to come back to work. We have a track record of every woman who's left the organization to take a break has come back into MASTEK to continue to their work journey. So we're very proud of our efforts on overall ESG, which includes not just governance and sustainability, but also social values and equality practices. So with that, I'll turn it over to Arun for that in addition.
Hiral, you would like to also talk about great place to work?
No, I mentioned that, Ashank. So basically, we have been recognized as one of the great places to work as well. This is again an external validation that we get. It is not an internal pulse survey; it is an external recognition that we got earlier this year. Arun, over to you.
Thank you, Hiral. In terms of CSR activities, as you asked for, we continue to remain invested while there are government regulations which talks about 2% of our standalone profit. But as has been seen by MASTEK in the past, we don't restrict ourselves with the 2% of our standalone profit. Rather, we go above and beyond. And driven by our overall profitability as a group, with the approval of our CSR committee and board, we continue to remain invested. And our approach is continuously increasing that number year on year. So you will see the similar track building up in this year as well. Dinesh, would you like to answer very quickly on the unclaimed dividend part, please?
Yeah, I'll take up that. So, Mr. Tiwari, if you talk about unpaid dividend which has been transferred to the government under IPF authority for during the year under review, which is 22-23, is around 4.36 lakhs. And the number of shares which has been transferred, which is unclaimed based on this dividend, that is 1,099 shares, which has been transferred to the IPF authority in the last year. And in current year, we have transferred around 2,08,000 unpaid dividend to government and 612 shares. And the balance details, if you want to see, it is available on page number 138 under corporate governance section. And otherwise, you can get in touch with me also subsequently if you need any other information. With this, I'll request the chairman to take over.
Thanks, Hiral, Arun, and Dinesh for answering the questions. Before I announce the closure of the meeting, there are 2 important points for me to mention. Members may note that voting on NSDL platform will continue to be available for next 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting by the members attending this meeting. Therefore, members who have not cast their vote yet, are requested to do so. The Board of Directors has appointed P. Mehta and Associates represented by Mr. Prakash Mehta, practicing company secretary as the scrutinizer to supervise the e-voting process. Further, I hereby authorize Mr. Dinesh Kalani, Vice President, Group Company Secretary, to declare the results of the voting and place the results on the website of the company and NSDL at earliest after the announcement of this. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the receipt of the decreasing number of votes. I wish to express my gratitude, our gratitude to state and central government of this country as well as many countries that we operate in. We express our gratitude to our customers, our lenders, and above all to all of you as shareholders for your consistent and resolute support. We really are grateful for all that support that we have got from the shareholders. I also wish to appreciate my colleagues on the board who have been relentlessly working and supporting the company for the strategic initiatives and many other issues that company always has. And I really honored to have all of them on the board and appreciate their support, without which we would not have achieved a lot of work at the board. I'm also thankful to our world-class employees, of course, musketeers, as we call them, to continue to create immense value creation and give their best to the company. They are working around the clock, literally, all over the world, sometimes in difficult situations. We went through COVID, but they were all with us. They worked in the challenging situation. I really thank all of them, including senior management. And lastly, I am grateful to all our members who have taken time out for this meeting and wish each of our members a safer and peaceful life, full of happiness. I declare the proceeding closed and looking forward to meeting you. Thank you. Dinesh?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok.
Thank you.